What if I told you that you could retire in just 7 years, even if you're starting from zero? No inheritance, no lottery, no secret trick. Just math, mindset, and discipline. The system wants you to believe retirement takes 40 years of work and sacrifice, but that's a lie designed to keep you stuck. Because once you understand how money actually compounds, 7 years isn't a fantasy, it's a formula. Meet Mark. At 28, he was broke, exhausted, and stuck in a job he hated. He thought retirement was something that only happened after 60, if you were lucky. Then one night, scrolling online, he discovered the FIRE movement. Financial independence, retire early. The idea sounded insane. But he ran the numbers, and they made sense. Mark started small. He cut unnecessary expenses, increased his income through side hustles, and invested everything he could into low-cost index funds. Within 2 years, his savings rate hit 60%. By year 5, his investments were generating enough passive income to cover all his bills. At 35, he didn't have millions in the bank, but he had freedom. Mark didn't win the lottery. He didn't need to. He just followed a formula, a blueprint hidden in plain sight. And once you understand it, you'll realize financial freedom in 7 years isn't a dream. It's a decision. The first step to retiring early is knowing your freedom number. The amount of money you need invested to cover your basic expenses for life. Most people never retire because they never define that number. They just save what's left, hoping it'll be enough someday. But freedom doesn't happen by accident, it's calculated. Here's the formula. Take your annual expenses and multiply by 25. That's it. If you spend $30,000 a year, your freedom number is $750,000. Why? Because a well-diversified portfolio can safely generate around 4% per year, enough to live indefinitely without running out of money. Now, here's the catch. To reach that number fast, you need to master both sides of the equation, spend less and earn more. The less you spend, the smaller your freedom number becomes. And the more you earn and invest, the faster you reach it. People think financial freedom is about becoming rich. It's not. It's about making your money work harder than you do. Once your investments pay your bills, you're free. Whether that takes $10 million or $300,000. The key is defining your number, then reverse engineering your life around it. That's how real freedom starts. The second step is mastering your savings rate, the single most powerful factor in how fast you can retire. Most people focus on returns, obsessing over which stock or fund will grow the fastest. But the real accelerator isn't your investment's performance. It's how much you invest in the first place. Let's make it simple. If you save 10% of your income, it'll take around 50 years to reach financial independence. Save 50% and that number drops to about 15 years. Save 70% and you could retire in less than a decade. That's the math the system never shows you, because it reveals how much control you actually have. Every dollar you don't spend buys you time. Cut expenses ruthlessly on what doesn't matter, so you can invest aggressively in what does, your freedom. And here's the secret. Increasing your income is just as important as cutting costs. The bigger the gap between what you earn and what you spend, the faster you escape. The savings rate is your escape velocity. The higher it goes, the faster you break free from gravity, the gravity of debt, bills, and dependency. Every month you live below your means, you're buying back pieces of your life. The third step is learning how to invest the smart way, because saving alone will never make you free. Inflation eats savings. Taxes drain income. Only investing turns money into a machine that works 24/7. The mistake most people make is thinking investing means picking stocks or watching charts. It doesn't. The smartest investors don't predict the market, they own it. That's why people like Mark, from our story, invest in simple, low-cost index funds. Instead of trying to beat the market, they become the market. Here's the math. If you consistently invest in broad market index funds, earning an average of 8% a year, your money doubles roughly every 9 years, even faster if you reinvest dividends. Combine that with a high savings rate, and financial independence isn't just possible, it's inevitable. The key isn't timing the market, it's time in the market. Every dollar invested early compounds faster, multiplying silently while everyone else is chasing trends. Don't try to act like Wall Street, that's how they trap you. Act like an owner. Own great companies, ignore the noise, and automate your investments. Simplicity beats brilliance every time, and discipline beats both. The fourth step is the income expansion plan, because no matter how much you save, there's a limit to how much you can cut, but no limit to how much you can earn. If you want to retire in 7 years, you need to make more money, not just manage what you already have. The good news? In today's economy, it's easier than ever to increase income. You don't need to beg for a raise. You can build new streams yourself. Start a side hustle, freelance online, create digital products, or invest in skills that multiply your earning power. Here's the mindset shift. Every new dollar you earn isn't for spending, it's for freedom. If you make an extra $1,000 a month and invest all of it, that's $12,000 a year, accelerating your path to independence. Most people waste extra income upgrading their lifestyle. The wealthy use it to buy time. That's why they keep getting ahead. Their money always has a purpose. Focus on expansion, not exhaustion. You don't need 10 side hustles. You need one skill or system that compounds. Once your income grows faster than your lifestyle, you'll feel it. The momentum toward freedom becomes unstoppable. The fifth step is escaping the lifestyle trap, the silent killer of financial freedom. Every time your income goes up, you'll feel the temptation to reward yourself. A better car, a bigger apartment, nicer vacations. Society tells you that's what success looks like. But here's the truth. Every upgrade you make pushes your freedom further away. Lifestyle inflation is the reason people earning 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck. They confuse spending power with wealth, but real wealth isn't what you see, it's what you keep. If you want to retire in 7 years, you have to build resistance to lifestyle creep. When your income rises, lock in your expenses. Keep living like you're broke, and invest the difference. That's how freedom accelerates. The people who achieve independence young don't live deprived lives. They live intentional ones. They know the difference between comfort and consumption. Comfort builds stability. Consumption builds debt. Here's the paradox. The faster you reject lifestyle upgrades now, the sooner you'll afford them later, without stress, debt, or dependence. Freedom is delayed gratification mastered. And once you see how powerful that is, you'll never trade it for temporary pleasure again. The sixth step is building passive income streams. The moment when your money starts working harder than you do. Most people think passive income means getting lucky, owning real estate, creating viral content, or launching a massive business. But real passive income is built one quiet system at a time. Here's how it starts. You create assets that keep paying you long after the work is done. It could be rental income, dividend stocks, royalties from digital products, or automated online businesses. The goal is simple. Replace your living expenses with income that doesn't depend on your time. Mark, from our story, didn't wait to be rich to start. He built small streams first, dividend ETFs, an ebook, and a YouTube channel that earned ad revenue. None of them made much alone, but combined they changed everything. The trick isn't creating one giant source of income, it's stacking several small ones that grow together. That's how you buy your freedom, one layer at a time. Here's the rule: if you're not making money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Build systems now that pay you later, because true wealth isn't measured in dollars, it's measured in how many days you control. So now you know the formula. Define your freedom number, raise your savings rate, invest smart, grow your income, avoid lifestyle creep, and build passive income streams. Follow these steps, and 7 years to freedom isn't a dream, it's math. But here's the problem. Most people already know this and still won't do it. They'll nod, agree, and go right back to overspending, procrastinating, and waiting for someday. That's how the system wins. Not by stealing your money, but by stealing your time. The truth is, the window to build freedom closes faster than you think. Every year you wait, compounding works against you. But if you start today, even small, the next 7 years can change everything. The question isn't can you retire early, it's will you actually commit to it? Here's the truth. Financial freedom isn't reserved for geniuses, influencers, or the lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to think differently and act intentionally. The system wants you to trade 40 years of your life for weekends and vacations. But you don't need to play that game. You just need to build your own. Start by tracking your expenses, every dollar. Know exactly where your money is going. Then define your freedom number and commit to hitting it. Automate your investments, increase your savings rate, and build one source of passive income at a time. Don't worry about becoming rich overnight. Worry about becoming free slowly. Because once your money starts working for you, time stops controlling you. And when you control your time, you control your life. Remember, the goal isn't retirement in the traditional sense. It's financial independence, the ability to do what you want when you want, because your income no longer depends on your job. 7 years will pass no matter what. You can spend them working for someone else's dream, or building your own. The choice is yours. If this message woke something up inside you, subscribe now, because in the next video, I'll show you the exact investment strategy and saving system that can turn this plan into reality. You don't need more time, you just need to start using it differently.